Is that something that's a big deal to you as a Canadian? Real maple syrup? Like, would you, if I offered you Vermont maple, would you even like?
Oh, for sure.
care?
Vermont maple's fire. You know what?
Because I'll say this, and this is the American version of that. If somebody offers me Hunt's ketchup, like I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not a psychopath, but I'm gonna think something.
I'll definitely say something.
Yeah.
Oh, you will.
Some
Oh,
Heinz.
for sure. I know I wouldn't turn it down, but I'd be like, whoa, okay.
You know what McDonald's did, right?
Who's this guy? What they do?
They made their own ketchup a couple years ago, and it's so much like Heinz and so good that nobody noticed.
Yeah, they must have some sort of deal. They must have.
No, they made their own.
They
shit.
must have been synthesizing that shit backwards since the day they had their Heinz deal, learning how.
Or they're
it works.
paying to private label it.
Ketchup, dude, you cannot fuck
Heinz
with
won't
ketchup.
do that.
Ketchup
Heinz
has
is
to
so
be the
serious
one.
about. So one things that restaurants were doing, they were taking Heinz bottles and filling them with Hunt's because it's cheaper or whatever, But everybody wants Heinz. So Heinz has made their bottle the exact color of their tomato ketchup. So if you put a different ketchup in there, the bottle doesn't look right.
That's a lot of trouble.
Don't waste this shit here. You got to bring that shit on my podcast, bro.
Oh, sorry, man. I was going to tell you this.
Kind of fun
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's bounce to that.
Cool.
Couple things. Did y'all ever get those special Whoppers up there where you live? Remember we talked about the elote Whopper. We talked about
I never saw them. I never saw them.
I got the bacon bourbon barbecue jalapeno Whopper, and it was like way too sweet. It was like they didn't balance the sweet and spicy, and there was like too much like sweetness in a burger.
I don't really like specialty burgers at these places. I don't like when fast food places do like a one-off.
We had the Krabby Patty too. Did y'all get that?
Yeah, we had that here, but I thought it was just like a pineapple. I thought it was just a pineapple frosty with like a burger.
Yeah, so they did the pineapple frosty
with a Big Mac sauce,
and they did like they made a special sauce essentially for the regular hamburger, and they called that a Krabby Patty. I thought the sauce was okay. I had to try it. Whenever they do a special thing like that, I'm like, I want to know what that's like.
Harley, why don't you like it when they do special one-off burgers?
Because they never listen. There's rare ones. Like I remember. What's up, Taylor? You got something to say?
It's just
this part of Jolly, Maxie. You just laugh.
This is such a funny thing to take umbrage with. To have a problem with promotional burgers. I just
what's going on in the world today, and it's like, hold on, we'll get to that. What's up with you?
Russia shot down a plane, but before we get there, Harley doesn't like promotional burgers.
It's just the whole specialty ones. I'll tell you, I could keep the list short by saying the ones I loved. When Flintstones, the movie came out, I tried a McRib, and I was a huge kid, so I was able to try.
Okay, I remember that. They did they did like the Brontosaurus, like
and it was great. I thought it was good. It didn't taste like it ended up tasting later on in many other years. I remember when the Baconator was a specialty burger at Wendy's.
That was 93 or 94,
thought that
right?
Was sick. Yeah, 93. Yeah, 93.
93, I think.
What were you?
That's the John Goodman Flintstone movie.
I would have been 7.
I was 6 or 7. I remember it though. I remember watching the movie and I remember eating the McRib.
Yeah, but Baconator was incredible. I remember the Arch Deluxe and McChicken Deluxe. Do you remember these at McDonald's?
Yeah, of course.
They were big, and the whole commercial was they had a real chef. Like it was a
real
it was chef
at
McDonald's. Yeah, they were big burgers. I liked those.
Do you remember the original $5 burger from Carl's Jr. / Hardee's when they did that promotion?
In Canada?
Dude, it was revolutionary because at the time, $5 was a lot for a hamburger, and they were like, "Look, we admit it. We've got a $5 hamburger. Check it out, though." And they had like artisanal fucking ingredients. Like they had better tomato, lettuce, and pickles, and it was a genuinely big. I think it was a 1/3 pound, and everybody else is a 1/4 pound at the most.
Was it an Angus burger, Rich?
It was.
Yeah,
it was genuinely
It was really good. And then I found out how many calories were in them and I stopped getting them. But they're
meal for a man. That's how you get. That's how you promote that.
Yeah, you add that computer programmer lifestyle with 1,200 calorie burgers and you turn into a roly-poly.
And then Wendy's, when I was selling cars, I had this burger I would eat every single day. It was a jalapeno. It was like a nacho jalapeno burger. It was just a Wendy's hamburger, but they put jalapenos and melted nacho cheese. They just poured it on the fucking thing, and I loved that.
Taco Bell.
19-year-old me loved that.
Taco Bell kills specialty items because their specialty items tend to actually end up being pretty permanent. Like their Doritos Locos taco ended up being pretty permanent. Like all things like cheesy gordita crunch and the chalupa, they weren't always destined to be a part of the menu forever. They came out, people liked it, and they were good. But there was one thing they had that it was 99 cents when I was living in LA. It was a burrito that was 99 cents with like a spicy beef in it and Fritos and cheese. And it was 99 cents and it was fucking great. The
Has
Fritos
I can't
were
eat-
so
Bell
much.
suffered from the same like cheapflation that
So much, dude.
Really?
It's
Taco Bell.
awful. It's incredibly bad. Like
You thought they had no room to go less than where they were?
when you look at what I remember, they used to do like that box of tacos and burritos. It was maybe 10 or even 20, and it was cheap. It was like $12 for 10 or something, and you could mix and match tacos and burritos. Now the cheapest thing on their menu is like $3.28 for a bean burrito.
Wow.
There are no the 99. They have something called a cheese roll up, and it's just cheese rolled up in a
It's
tortilla.
very
Like,
bad.
it's a
very
mini
bad.
tortilla, and it's like $2.
We did
Everything
this,
there
man.
is crazy. Like
They
the,
saw how low we were willing to go. They saw that we
well, the
would
worst
eat
part is it's
shit.
not even food. Like it's bad food. Like I was gonna, if you like those burritos, that's fine. I can't eat any of the meat at Taco Bell. They have to put an asterisk next to beef. You know that, right? Like that's not considered beef.
What
Even in the
Taco
United
Bell
States.
does it's cool though is every single item can be modified to be a vegan version.
Yeah, but potatoes or something on there, sure.
Yeah, they have the black beans also. So like I know a lot of people that like want fast food, and if they're vegan, Taco Bell is their go-to, and they swear by it. They love it.
Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. But yeah, it's way too expensive. It's disgusting food if you ask me.
Well,
can't eat
we're
that shit.
paying for these fucking people, dude.
What people?
The people that want just black bean burritos and shit, that it messes the whole system up. There's some mathematical equation, dude. It's my dollar. It's my dollar going towards that fucking vegan burrito, dude.
I think
We're
we're just
paying for
squeezing
this
this too
shit.
hard.
Maybe. I don't know anything I'm talking about. I love
No,
coming on here
I want to
just
talk to you about
fucking-
this because we talked about getting you on some TRT because I think you might or may not have a fight coming up sometime. You should be on the juice at your age anyway. I talked to Derek and I sent him. I was like, "Hey, Harley would like to do this, that, and the other potentially. How would that work? And because you're in Canada, and his stuff is usually in the U.S. And he sent me the longest reply, but then the next day I got a new phone. So that reply, I keep forgetting to get off my old phone and send to you.
Okay.
But I'm remembering myself right now. But he had a lot of good advice if you're into that. Merrick Health,
Woody,
by the
are
way,
you-
is
would
doing
you
a
take
10
anything like that?
Hmm.
Why?
Why a new phone, Kyle?
It was just time to get a new phone. I can't remember exactly. I
Not
felt
an
like,
iPhone.
no, fucking Android forever.
Hell yeah, dude. So many
just-
people were with
I want
you
a
and
new
they
one.
abandoned you.
I wanted a
along
better
the way.
camera.
Hmm.
What's that?
So many people were like that and they fucking changed their way, but you're still
Android forever.
Yeah.